Good. Are we awake yet?
I need from you something astounding. Tedster, what astounds you? Beauty and roses. Over here, Tedster, what astounds you? Google.
What astounds you, someone over here? You and... We guys?
Over there, Tedster, what astounds you? Ties. Thank you.
Someone from the middle in the back, maybe. Nothing astounds
They
you.
are astounded. Space weather? Yeah.
Thank you. Hit it.
DJ Trouble Clef, everybody. Kyle Gossett. Yeah.
You guys can sing along if you feel like it. Oh, this is all improvised. Ideas in my brain and my heart is pounding. TEDxOU, it's astounding. Ideas in my brain and my heart is pounding. TEDxOU, it's astounding.
Space weather, but there are no particles. Go and say what, but I leave out the articles. How do they bump and how do they spin? I think I'm gonna have to go to space again.
Oh, every time I go to computer, my mind is boggling of all the terms and things that I'm Googling. It's a one followed by hundreds of zeros. Everything I didn't know, now I know, yo.
This idea, yo, it's bringing paranoia. I'm talking about seeing images and things pareidolia. Yo, and it's Rudy in the Roses. Do you suppose is that we knows this?
Ideas in my brain and my heart is pounding. TEDxOU, it's astounding. Ideas in my brain and my heart is pounding. TEDxOU, it's astounding.
One click, two click, whole search history. How many algorithms? It is a mystery. Google blown in the bog of my mind. I don't need Bing or Yahoo. Google's fine.
Oh, we're all on the planet Earth, live together. One thing we gotta know is space weather. On Tuesday, there was a solar flare. Another big one, there'll be no one here.
Yo, space weather, cosmic rays coming down. That turns me into a mutagenic clown. I hope I get a cool power like rough skin. I think I'm gonna have to go to space again.
Ideas in my head and my heart is pounding. TEDxOU, it's astounding. Ideas in my brain and my heart is pounding. Let me hear you say, it's astounding. Yeah. Let's try that again. What's up, Ted? Thank you for your ideas. Welcome again. I am Buck Vrazel.
I am Clint Vrazel, and that was me checking the time. Together we are TwinProv.
Because we are twins.
And because we are improvisers. What do improvisers do? We thrive on the moment. We entertain without a script. We stake our jobs on getting into this creative mood over and over again by ourselves and with our groups.
We go so far as to schedule our creativity at set times in front of, well, hundreds of people. It's the definition of a high-pressure performance situation. And because of that, creativity cannot be fickle. It cannot desert us.
Inspiration has to show up for that date. So we have to make ourselves irresistible for our rendezvous.
But like any relationship, it takes hard work, skill, and dedication. But we believe that anybody can get better at it.
There is a secret to getting inspiration to commit to this relationship, and we're going to share it with you.
But let's go ahead and take the pressure off. So we just used some inspiration. We're going to go ahead and send inspiration out of the room. Everybody say, bye, inspiration.
Bye, inspiration. I love to watch inspiration leave.
All right, so Clint and I are going to be your wingmen, okay?
We're going to get you ready for your date with inspiration. You might say, but what can you teach us? You're cheating. You're twins, right?
Well, I hate to disappoint you if you're an ESP fan, but there's no telepathy going on or spooky action at a distance. We really have, somewhat accidentally, become freestyle rappers.
It was an accident.
But there's a secret that lets us do this, and basically anybody else who wants to learn.
The secret is using our minds as efficiently as possible.
Okay, some forms of thinking are inherently faster than others. Some are slow and clunky, and others are a little bit more agile.
Time is the enemy of the improvisers, so we practice ways to think fast and keep going. We figure that any creative process that can survive the challenge and pressure of freestyle rapping deserves to be kept around.
Probably a good creative process. So you might be thinking, okay, so what are cognitive processes? What are ways of thinking that cause us to gain time or lose time? Well, for starters, thinking about everything that goes into being an actual rapper, or all of the minutia of a song, the chorus, the hooks, the rhythm, that's overwhelming. It's overwhelming to your brain too, so just forget about it.
Yeah, it'll just slow you down. It's enough to start by wearing the persona of the rapper.
So we'd like to help you do that and take you on this journey with us. Do you think they're ready, Clint?
I believe they are ready.
Okay, so we're gonna start with, you guys need a rapper name.
MC Ted.
I like that, MC Ted. And they're gonna need a crew name. I think the TEDx crew.
All right, MC Ted and the TEDx crew. We're gonna get some shout outs going so you can feel a little bit more like a rapper. When I say, hey MC Ted, you go, hey TwinProv. Hey MC Ted.
Hey TwinProv.
Hey MC Ted.
Hey Twin.
MC Ted.
Threw a curveball on the last one.
No.
Some of you are saying it like you might not believe it yet. That's okay. What's important is that you're asserting it. Asserting identity is the first step in creative flow. It gives you permission to start creating.
Cool. Now, movement.
All right. Starting from standing still is the worst thing possible. Movement gets your foot in the door. This physical momentum that we create translates into creative momentum, and that's important.
Hit it, Treble Clef.
Okay. Can you guys hear that okay? So as you hear this groove, I just want you to start moving to this, MC Ted. Just start moving your own way, just like tapping a finger, moving your head.
I like to nod at everything, like agreeing.
If it feels silly, just close your eyes, and because I'm not watching you, and just move the way you feel. I see some, get into this.
Yeah.
There's no right and wrong for
See,
this.
you might feel weird, but MC Ted, he's in the zone.
Good, okay, so we're gonna add another step. You guys keep that going. So one of the things we like to do is to run around our critical judgment.
We come at rapping sideways. It's counterintuitive. We don't go hunting for rhymes. We don't wait for a great line. And what we get is rap with no words. It's like a musical gibberish.
It sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. A dip, a dip, a whack, a dip, a slap,
Double tap on cap, double tap on cap.
Double dip, a bam, double yeah.
Yeah.
So when our students get comfortable with this, we start by throwing in a few words, but we're not at sentences yet.
Don't even try to make sense.
A zip dub dap, and that makes me happy. Zooba dub dub and a whap whap.
Wow, blown platypus down, go yarn, down, shotgun,
Nuclear, shooting her.
double combo, nostril, blunt, chicken, astral plane. Great.
So that kind of looks a little bit more like rap, but unless you don't speak English as your first language or you were really far away, you wouldn't really be fooled by that.
So you might be asking, that's great. But we want to really rap. Well, this gibberish is important because it gives us form without failure.
It lets you create material without making mistakes.
It's our creative safety net. Okay, so our students go, well, we want to really rap. And we're like, well, we want you to too. But when we focused on the obvious thing, rhyme, people would leave our class not rapping, frustrated.
They got hung up on it. They struggled with it. So we thought, okay, well, maybe they're not thinking creatively enough.
So join us for a creativity exercise. We're going to just be really creative. We're going to start with a word. We're going to start with, like, dog. And then you're going to think, actually, you're going to whisper words after that have nothing to do with dog.
Right, so we're going to generate a bunch of different ideas.
Buckle demonstrate.
So, dog, banana, George Washington, Flint, Michigan, TV, yellow, right? So none of my words have anything to do with each other.
Great.
You guys
MC
try
Ted,
that.
try that.
Try this. Try. I should hear whispering.
It should sound like snakes. Start with dog. Yep.
Get those ideas out.
Yep.
All right, and good. Okay.
How did that feel, MC Ted? Make a noise that tells me how you felt. But we were being creative.
It was a struggle. We could see you had your trying face on. I was struggling too. Turns out the brain doesn't really like to store information that way. Let's tweak the exercise. So let's start with ice cream. Let's come up with a list where everything flows naturally from the last
There are no
thing.
wrong answers. Just say the next
So
thing.
I'll start. Ice cream, dessert, chocolate, syrup, diabetes, doctor, healthcare. Oh my God. So you guys try it.
MC Ted,
Whisper this.
start with ice cream. Again, I should hear parcel tongue.
Good. They like this one more. Good. Make a noise. Tell us how that felt. Make a noise. Yeah, it felt a little better. Your brain stores stuff that goes together, close together. So it's like a T-Rex. It's got a short reach, but you can get the thing that's right in front of you.
Grab it and then...
So what you've just experienced is associative flow.
Associative flow is moving in the direction of your brain.
Don't go upstream. Go with it. Go with it. It'll do the work for you.
Okay. All of these things are logical building blocks. The next part of our creative momentum is a logical game. It's going to be like a fill in the blank. So, hey, MC Ted.
Hey, Twin.
Just checking.
Hey, MC Ted.
All right, fill in the blank for me. If you want to have blank, then you got to have blank. If you want to make an omelet, then you got to have. If you want to go to sleep, then you got to.
If you want to get to Carnegie Hall, then you got to.
If you want world peace, then you got to. Stop. Stop what you're doing. Everyone be. This is great. This is great.
Everyone stop.
These games take something that's impossible, intimidating, and daunting, like a whole rap, a whole play, and turn it into fun, bite-sized pieces. Instead of staggering under the weight of one thing we might fail at, a whole rap, we're actually having dozens and hundreds of successes per minute whenever we finish one of these little games.
Right, and each time we have a little success, that gives us a boost to go on to the next thing. In addition, you're thinking, well, I'm going to make mistakes. Well, making one big mistake is not as good. If you make one little mistake, you're going to make 99 other successes.
That's why we call this creative momentum. I'm not failing at one line, I'm succeeding at 15 other things. Let's demonstrate. Now that you know that we follow associations in our brain as fast as we can, plus we play these little games, look for it when we rap again.
Yeah, follow along. Oh, Google, I'm searching and searching. It's another way for my researching. Oh no, I just committed plagiarism. It's abominable.
Download on a searchable book, and I bring it Barnes & Noble, and I sit on my nook, and I got the latest copy, got the latest edition, gonna sell it to the Syrians and commit sedition.
Sedition, I'm a traitor. Benedict Arnold says, see you later. Revolutionary War, I'm glad we won, but then I had to fight World War I.
You know, one war, Black Forest cake. How many wars does it take?
Etc.
Etc.
So did you follow us as we were associating?
Yeah. Black Forest cake. It's funny, but the creativity is not out there. It starts here, and we build a line to it. We'll never get to Black Forest if we never say okay to sedition.
Right. So let's go back. Let's go back to inspiration. When you were calling out answers, and you guys did a very good job. Good job, MC Ted, for doing that. You were so participatory. Did anybody catch themselves censoring what they were saying or filtering it, or did you feel silly when you were shouting out your answers? Did anybody surprise themselves? Like that one who said, world peace, stop, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
When you're saying it first and judging it after, great. You've bypassed your critical judgment.
Right. Inspiration doesn't want somebody who's looking around for another good idea over there.
Who's looking around for a better moment, a better creative partner. Inspiration demands that you be in the moment. Who taught you how to act on a date anyway?
Come on, MC Ted.
Yeah. So be in the moment.
What we're saying is the best idea that you could have in this moment is the idea that your brain is giving you. So take it and run. We call that dealing off the top.
Maybe not a lot of poker players. It's the very first thing. I'll reshuffle. Okay.
So these aren't just skills for improv.
Yeah, a lot of arts can come at sideways. Artists draw upside down. That works better. We rap in gibberish. Public speakers imagine that the audience is naked. I'm imagining that you're naked rappers right now.
Hey, MC Ted. You guys could do the converse.
I think it's time to bring inspiration back in the room.
Yeah, so everybody say, hello, inspiration.
Let me do the introductions. MC Ted, this is Inspiration.
I love the wolf
Inspiration.
whistles.
This is MC Ted. They're rappers.
Our matchmaking work is nearly done. But what I'd like you to do now is think about your own creative activities, your own endeavors. Think about ways that you might trick your brain. Because when that date with inspiration is going really well, when we're successful creatively, we are often tricking some part of our brain or giving it a new task in order to keep us on track. So think about the ways that you do that.
Mm-hmm. And remember, identity gives you permission to create.
Physical momentum translates into creative momentum, so stay moving.
Gibberish gives us form without failure, material without mistakes. It's a creative safety net.
Mm-hmm. Then break things into games. Gamification, gamifying things, lets us take big, unconquerable tasks and break them into fun, bite-sized pieces. It keeps your brain engaged.
Associative flow is moving in the direction of your brain. Think like a T-Rex.
Lastly, have a twin brother.
We cannot stress the last one.
We may get there in the next 20 years, but that aside, what we would like from you now is we'd like to engage you, since we've set you up and everything. You kind of owe us.
It's time to look good for your date.
Yeah, we'd like to engage you for one final song that we're going to sort of sing together. Don't worry, your part is scripted. So you're going to have one line, MC Ted, which is, I got a date with inspiration. Everyone say that with me. I got a date with inspiration. So we'll say, MC Ted got imagination. Date with inspiration. All right, so what I'd like from you, again, are some suggestions. Tedsters, what's your passion? What's your passion right there in the front row? You shout these out.
Writing.
Writing, what's your passion? Shout these out.
Film. What's your passion over there? What?
Gaming. What's your passion? Music. Poker. Be honest. What'd you say? Frisbee golf.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try this out.
Hey, MC Ted.
Hey, MC Ted. MC Ted got imagination. Got a date with inspiration.
Spontaneous, non-stop creation.
I got a date with inspiration.
Frisbee golf, putting off, throwing through the air, waving on the disc like I just don't care. Going back to the Roman, got the butt foaming. We're gonna throw this stuff, go home, man.
The area that I love is music. So many people tone deaf abuse it. I would like you not to confuse it with something commercial. Don't confuse it.
Sitting with my cards, got my poker chips up. Gonna sit at the table, hit me ante up. At the table all night, get the algorithms right. Gonna leave this casino with 1, 2, 5.
Oh, MC Ted got imagination. I got a date with inspiration. Spontaneous, non-stop creation. Got a date with inspiration.
Yo, reading, I'm needing a literacy kick. I want that book that don't go click. Need the page turning yellow page, got the old smell. Somehow the computer screen don't feel so well.
I like the film, I like the movies. I think the Hollywood thing is groovy. They got the cinematic stuff that moves me. It behooves me, I choose me. MC Ted got imagination. I got a date with inspiration. Spontaneous, non-stop creation.
Whether poke, arc, reading, or a little bit of film, whether Frisbee got you going, and I say to him, so many inspirations, so many endeavors. We could go like this every day, go like this forever. But
I'm coming to the conference and open up my brain. So many new ideas that it drive me insane. But there's no time to explain. Just keep going. Remember, keep creative momentum flowing. MC Ted got imagination. Spontaneous, non-stop creation. I got a inspiration.
Hey, MC Ted!
Yeah! DJ Trebleclef, Kyle Gossett. Thank you. And we would like again to welcome to TEDxOU.